not really happy with the parties in South in this province here, because I want to join another party. You see, who can help us in our struggle and everything. You see,
So Herman Mashaba?
I think he's a good candidate. I think so. You see, and I really want to meet him. You see, but I think he will do that. He will do the best for us in this country, in this province.
Us as South Africans, we're crying out for good leadership. And Mr. Mashaba is now stepping up to the plate, and he's starting this new political party, and he had a pre-engagement with the people of South Africa and to hear what they got to say. So I'm excited about it because we need leadership that is, to be very honest with you, that want to lead, that serves the people. We need servant leadership, and if I look at Mr. Mashaba and I look at his history and I look at where he's come from and what he's achieved in his life, he understands that there's no such thing as entitlement. And I think as South Africans, we tend to lean towards entitlement, even if I look at, you know, certain political parties at the moment, and where it should be servanthood, and where you have to work hard and you have to contribute to society. And I think Mr. Mashaba understands that. Just if I look at where he's come from, what he's built up, the business enterprises that he's built up, where he started in the back of his car selling products, up to the empire that he's built up. So he understands that it takes dedication, it takes hard work, it takes effort, it takes discipline to be able to build well.
As far as I know, Mr. Henry Mashaba, I think it would be a good idea. We know him as our mayor. He was fighting against poverty. He was fighting a lot of things against us when he was a mayor. So if we launch a new party, we're going to support him.
I believe it's going to be a challenge for the current government, and I believe that they will make a difference because they have experienced the corruption, the unfairness, everything that has gone wrong in our country. And they have first-hand experience because they were in Parliament, Herman Mashaba himself was a mayor, and I believe there'll be a change. I honestly pray that they would do the right thing and bring South Africa back to where it used to be, in the sense of economical status, and even with all the gender-based violence and things, I believe that there would be a difference.
It's interesting times for South Africa. Herman Mashaba is obviously the founder owner of Black Like Me, and he's done very well with his company. And I mean, for me, I believe that a person that can handle a company in that way and make a success of it in that way can only do well for the country. Naturally, he will have his detractors. We know about politics, and because of the stance that he had, I mean, we look at how he worked as the Joburg mayor. You know, as a Christian, I stand for righteousness and justice. And I mean, he was stopping people from doing things that they shouldn't be doing. But of course, because people had been allowing people to do things that they shouldn't be doing, they were not too happy with him. So I believe it's a good thing for South Africa. Maybe we're getting in new blood that will start to do things the right way. So I'm all for it.
He stood up for his beliefs when he was mayor of Joburg. To the point of resigning. That's really sticking to your guns, and he's clearly an intelligent, driven, successful individual, which we don't have any in the ruling party. The socialist bent has shown its stripes in the results in our economy. It's crashing and burning. You know, we can't have any more of this if we don't want to be like Mozambique was 20 years ago, or Zimbabwe is now. You know, we're hot on Zimbabwe's heels in terms of being a complete banana republic. And, you know, something radical has to change now.
He is the right man for the job. I think he can do best because by the time he was a mayor for Johannesburg, there was a lot of developments, a lot of changes in the town. You could see the town was clean. I mean, he was taking good care of especially the fact that those other flats that had been occupied by illegal immigrants, you know, he was trying to take care of that and turning this town into more like he would turn all these old buildings into more like a business, you know, like a business center. So I think I love his views, especially on what he stands for. He stands for, a clean place. He stands for a good community. He stands for people, that he wants to make sure that people will be getting all these rights that they've been fighting for.
I love Mr. Herman Mashaba with all my heart. He's a fantastic person. He don't into corruption. He's a fair person. I love him very much.
I think he's the right man to lead us because he got disturbed by other parties and obviously other big members of other parties. To be honest with you, so much was looking promising when he was in charge. So I think that they then realized that his goals are not just like other people they are doing, manipulating us as the community, pretending to work for us, where else there's nothing in the good side of it, where it shows that as young people of South Africans, it's very difficult for us these days because we are putting our trust on these people only to find that in the downgrade of it, when it comes to our stage, we suffer a lot.
I believe it's a very positive move. I think I personally, I'm very encouraged by that. I think we need more options, political options, than we currently have in South Africa. What I like about the prospect of Herman starting a party is that what I know of him is he's an entrepreneur first and foremost. He's experienced in business. And I think that is something that is sorely lacking amongst our politicians today, is that they don't appear to understand the basic business fundamentals. Ultimately, I think running a country is not dissimilar to running a business. And if you have no business acumen or business experience, I don't believe you could actually make the right calls when it comes to running a country and all the economic decisions that go along with that. So I believe that Herman so far is probably one of the best prospects that we've had. He's a successful entrepreneur. He's, I guess, a capitalist at heart. He's got a democratic viewpoint, and he appears to care about the general man in the street. I also think that because of his historic success, which started back in 1985, I believe, when he started his business, Black Like Me, he succeeded in spite of our historical past, being apartheid. I also believe that as a result, he is unlikely to use apartheid as an excuse for failures in the future, which unfortunately is something that has been a problem in our government ever since 1994. Our various leaders have continuously referred back to history and apartheid, and every time an excuse is required for a failing or a shortcoming. So I do believe that Herman would see past that.
Yeah, Herman Mashaba is cool, man. I think I need to, hear more from him based on his agendas for Johannesburg and what he's trying to do for change. And based off that information, then I'd be willing to vote for him. And if I'm in agreement with his agenda, then I'm definitely inside.
We are so excited that Herman Mashaba is launching a new party. Especially we need a better education, and we are hoping that he will do something better, especially for our education, and it's something which we are very excited on, and we are ready to support, and we are putting all the gears on to put everything we can to support him.
I've been following Herman Mashaba on Facebook for the last 3 or 4 months, and I've so enjoyed his narrative. I've really enjoyed hearing and reading his vision for this country. I think it's really a positive vision, an all-inclusive vision, which just seems to be paving a better way for all South Africans, black, whites, coloreds, Indians, doesn't matter what you are, but I'm really enjoying the way that he's framing things.
I would definitely support a new party where we're going to see change as a people of South Africa. So if there's a Mr. Mashaba starting a new party, if there's change going to be made, I definitely vouch for that new party. And it's a good idea, actually.
Currently, there's a lot of mixed feelings and emotions, where our government is concerned. But I do believe that they are doing everything they can, given the pandemic that we actually find ourselves in. I do believe that they do have our best interests at heart in terms where our health is concerned. So yes, I do believe that they are doing what they can for us.
Mornings, how's it, man? Claudia. I've got a local business here in Tegeral, Goodwood, and we just, I think we're just all tired of what's happening in the country. Corruption. We're giving and we're not receiving. It's just daily. It's just a daily trend in this country at the moment, and I reckon we're behind something new, something positive. So I reckon we are behind Mashaba's party at the moment. That's I think he's the front runner.
We're all rooting for you, and we are crying out for good leadership in South Africa.
I, Kim Babalola, would definitely support Herman Mashaba's new party.
I would definitely support Herman Mashaba, and I wish him everything of the best.
I'm Pierre Brink, and I will support Mashaba's party.